Hey everybody, it's Jacob from the Basement Builder Podcast, and today I'm very excited to say that I will be opening my first booster box on the channel. Today, we are going to be opening Jumpstart 2022. So about a month and a half ago, I made a video on the wonderful product that was the Magic 30th Anniversary Edition, which you all loved so very much, and I'm sure you all bought quite a bit of it. But that video was pretty negative, and I honestly gotta say that Magic has been almost nothing but positive in my life. Like I mentioned in the last video, I've been playing this game for so long, and it's been so fun. I've made so many amazing memories, so I want to do a positive spin this time. In the year 2022, we have had alone so many products from Wizards of the Coast, either directly or just reaching shelves at a record pace. You've got your booster boxes, your set boosters, your draft boosters, your collective boosters, the 55 commander decks they make every single year. But of all the products they've released over the last 2 years, I definitely gotta say that my favorite was always Jumpstart. So for those of you who don't know, Jumpstart was a product where you essentially just take 2 random booster packs and they fill up to make a completely constructed deck. Now this was super awesome for just sealed drafting at your local game store, something to bring you to the actual game store to make friends and to play with, old friends and to get new people into the game. It was a super easy way to learn, and also it had that good financial value for people who were really into that. Another amazing thing about it was that you could keep the booster packs together. So if you bought any kind of third-party, booster pack sleeves, which I didn't even know were a thing until recently before I made this video, you could, in theory, use every single card in these booster boxes to play forever with your friends, and I always thought that was a really cool concept. Now, unfortunately, the last 2 Jumpstarts they made were kind of doo-doo. I'm specifically talking about this one and this one. From what I saw, what I heard, the videos I watched, the podcasts I listened to, there was not a lot of playability, no real financial value. They kind of just pumped them out super quickly. I believe that the Brothers War Jumpstart came out like 4 weeks ago, and the Dominaria United one came out like a month ago. But I believe that 2022 Jumpstart has definitely come to save the day. A lot of really cool reprints, a lot of amazing new cards, a lot of playability, and some pretty good financial value as well. I also heard, if this is your thing, every booster pack also has a anime variant art that I'm pretty excited to see. Now I know some of them are kind of pricey. I think there's like a Catgirl one that everyone's kind of drooling over. You Need Jesus. But all in all, I've heard it's a pretty fun opening experience, and I wanted to share it with you guys. But before we get into the meat and potatoes of this video is by no way sponsored whatsoever, but I wanted to give a shout out to my personal local game store, which was Amazing Discoveries. Amazing Discoveries has 3 locations in Arizona, but my personal is Glendale, and I gotta say that the front desk employees are amazing, they're knowledgeable, it has everything you need to play any game that you want, whether it be from Magic to Pokemon, or that one game that I don't really like to talk about because I'm really annoyed by their fan base. If you're looking for good deals, good trade-ins, a one-stop shop for everything that you need, look no further than Amazing Discoveries. All right, guys, I'm super excited. With that being said, let's get into it. All right, so here we are with the booster pack. So there are 24 in here, I believe. And let's go ahead and get them open. This is December 7th, so this is 5 days after release. I'm sure prices have gone down exponentially since the hype was revealed and stuff like that. So we'll go ahead and get started. So I'll just move these to the side here. But yes, I love this set very much. I think this is such a really cool idea. If we look here, oh, weird. So I've seen a lot of people where there's like a plastic sleeve around this, and these don't seem to have that. I really hope this is not resealed. Probably not. So this one is Lost. So each one is going to have like a type of theme to it. So let's see. So you're going to have your rare, Decree of Justice. I believe a lot of these are reprints too. But they're all kind of the same. Like they all kind of blend in with each other one way or another. So you get 1 or 2 rares. I believe some packs you get 2 rares, and then there's some that are like, I heard that there was like, like the rat one is between like every 120 packs. So there are definitely some sought after packs alone. So this one just looks like it's like white tokens. So we have, start with, you have Decree of Justice, which makes you 4/4 angels. This one I heard was actually pretty good. When Magnanimous Magistrate enters the battlefield or it enters with 5 reprieve counters on it. Whenever another token creature you control dies, if its mana value is 1 or greater, you may remove that many reprieve counters from Magnanimous Magistrate. If you do, return that card to the battlefield. So this is probably something that's like really good with like ETB triggers and what have you. I'm sure you can blink this or I mean even like Atraxa, that's a good commander to have for it too. Seems pretty stacksy where you're either protecting your creatures or stopping your opponents. So like arrest, they can't attack or block. But yeah, it's pretty straightforward. And then I believe right after you're going to have yes, so they all have these lands too, which in the original Jumpstart, I know that these were kind of maybe not going for a lot, but they were really good. Just utility lands when they and each pack will have one of these just depending on the color, and they're all monocolored from what I remember. Thriving Heath enters the battlefield tapped. As Thriving Heath enters the battlefield, choose a color other than white. So depending on if you're Boros, Azorius. I'm drawing a blank now on all the colors, but you get the idea. And then the rest are planes. The only, or the rest are lands, depending on what you get. The only downside I will say is that I remember the first Jumpstart had at least 1 or 2 lands that were specific to the pack. I remember the Phyrexian one had like a Phyrexian land at one point was like $30. That's that secret layer price. We don't talk about that either. So, okay, so this one's snow. So while I have these two open, these would be your 2 packs. You shuffle them up together and you play. So I'm sure there's obviously combinations that work better with others, but all in all, still a fun way to play. I'm gonna try to keep mine all together. Okay, so Isu the Abominable. I believe this is a new one. He's on the box. You may look at the top card of your library anytime. You may play Snowlands and cast Snow. Maybe he's not. I feel like this is from Kaldheim. I don't remember. Anyone in the comments, you can kind of school me on that. You may play Snowlands and cast snow spells from on top of your library. Whenever another snow permanent enters the battlefield under your control, you may pay green, white, or blue. If you do, put a 1/1 counter on Isu the Abominable. That's pretty cool. A lot of this stuff, the art is pretty sweet too. I didn't even look to see the anime card in the first one, so maybe we could find it here. Oh, Merit Lodge's Slumber. Whenever Merit Lodge Slumber or another snow permanent enters the battlefield under your control, scry 1. At the beginning of your upkeep, if you control 10 or more snow permanents, sacrifice this. If you do, create a Merit Lodge. Oh, wow. A 2020 Black Avatar creature token with Find Indestructible. So that's just like the land. Oh, here we go. There you go. There's your waifu card for those who are really hunting for that. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool art. I've heard a lot of mixed reviews on this. I personally like it, but hey man, to each their own. Okay, so oh wow, so this is all like snow stuff. This would be fun. Maybe this is who I'm thinking of from Kaldheim, but yeah, I mean, I could definitely see making decks out of all of these. I think that you can keep. Oh wow, so oh cool. So these are even snow-covered islands, which I remember back in the day were pretty penny, but everything is so saturated now. At least it helps us, the non-rich people who play this game. Um, no, but you can keep these together and make really cool commander decks out of them. Um, or I believe they're also. I don't know if these can be played modern. I'm pretty sure they can be played in standard, or I'm sorry, or not standard. In other construct or other limited formats, but I don't know. I could also be wrong about that too. I'm an old guy coming back to this. Ooh, here we go. Goblins. I remember the first one. I don't know if they're gonna have. What was his name? Muxus, that was his name. I don't know if these ones will have it, but okay, so that's a reprint. I specifically remember that guy, Ebe Halfheart. The goblins are always silly. Goblin War Chief. This gives me PTSD from historic and in arena. This is driving me insane. I can't handle tribe decks in arena. Just drive me insane. Oh yeah, but they don't have the Goblin Mountains. See, like that's unfortunate. I wonder why they do some things the way they do, and they don't do things some of the ways they do. Who knows? They're a enigma all their own. Magic. I also was told that this set will not be an arena, which is good for some people, good for not. I don't know. I don't really care. I play a lot of arena, but so it would be nice. But again, they're an anomaly. Cats, kitties. Okay, Felidar Retreat. That is from Zendikar. And maybe this one's new. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, exile target permanent with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard. When it dies, put each egg card exile. Okay, so it's kind of like a Sun Titan bomb where you just kind of put everything in there at once. Let's try to find the anime one because again, I'm horrible at. I don't even think I did that for the goblins either. I might want to go back for that. Let's see. Is it that one? I don't even know. Some of these you can't really tell. Yeah, I really can't tell. Oh, I guess I don't have the eye, the waifu eye, I guess. Maybe, I don't know. Can't find it. Let's see if we could find the goblin one, because I feel like I'm scrolling right past these. Let's see. Yeah, I really. Oh, there we go. That has to totally be a dragon fodder. Create 2/1/1 red goblins. That's cool. So yeah, I mean, if that's your thing, then whatever. That's your thing. I I could take it or leave it. I know some people really hate it. They say that it goes against the whole art style of Magic. I think just let people enjoy what they want to enjoy. No need to be a poopy pants. Constellation. Okay, so I'm assuming this is probably going to have some Theros cards in it. Oh, this is another one that drove me insane playing against this. Sigil of the Empty Throne. Whenever you cast an enchantment spell, create a 4/4 white angel creature token. That is definitely a reprint. I used to play that in my enchantment decks. Oh, see, like that's pretty cool looking. That's definitely the anime style. I guess you could also look at the artist too. That clearly could show it too. Enters the battlefield, draw a card for each aura you control. Okay, yeah, so this is going to be very enchantment heavy. Um, Okay. Yeah, so that's pretty sweet. I mean, again, I'm pretty sure that there are some combinations that are just better than others. In all, who cares? It would be cool to see, constellation goblins, or you got the snow law. But whatever is clever. And I know a lot of people are probably opening this for the value. Would it be cool to get? I heard there was like an Urza one where you can get, I think, like an actual. I think Karn Liberated in this set. That's one of them. What else? Kiki Jiki's in this set. Um, and Ristic Study. Yeah, that's the other one that's in here too. Wolves, Wicked Wolf. When this one, I don't know how many of these are reprints and how many of these are not. So if anyone knows an actual, like, oh, it's this much, I would love to know that. When Wicked Wolf enters the battlefield, it fights up the one target creature you control. Sacrifice a food. Put a 1/1. Okay. I mean, the theme is just straight up wolves. I thought that what's her name was going to be in this one too. Arlen, I think that's her name. She's like there she is. How cool is that? I like that one a lot. I love the War of the Spark Planeswalkers. I love the like the static ability with just the ability to keep them on the board. When each creature you control that's a wolf or a werewolf enters the battlefield, put an additional +1/+1 counter on it. That would be cool. A lot of replay from the old like Innistrads and stuff like that with the new ones as well. Cool. I actually really like this one. I know that even though I don't really play that much anymore, just because I don't have a lot of people anymore in my life that play it. It makes me want to just start making commander decks again, just for the fun of it. Honestly, there's so much playability in these packs, and I really want to get. I wish I could get more, but bills and finances and all that fun stuff. You guys get it. This is the poor man's Magic channel. Fiery. Magmatic Chandler. As long as there are 4 or more instant or sorcery cards in your graveyard, Magmatic Chandler gets +3/+1. Okay, so that's kind of like the Dragon Rage Chandler from Modern Horizons 2. That's cool. Discard a card, exile the top 2 cards from your library, then choose one of them. You would play this card this turn. Banefire. I remember. I mean, reprint. I've seen that forever. That's pretty cool. Kind of a spell slinger deck. I wonder. You have maybe like the Phoenixes in here or something like that. Oh, that's cool. Thrill of Possibility. As an addition, or as additional cost to cast a spell, discard a card, draw 2 cards. Okay. Yeah, I really do see a market for these kind of art styles. I personally, one of my favorite cards of all time was I think it was the first time they ever did the whole anime route, was the Chandra versus Jace commander, like the or not commander, the like the dual planeswalker, like dual decks. That's what they were called. Those were discontinued a while ago, but that's some of my favorite art in the game. I personally like it. I mean, I'm not a huge anime guy, but you know, when the art's cool, the art's cool. What can you say? Holy Righteous Valkyrie. Again, not a big fan of this card because I play against it in Arena all the time. I hate it. Uh, Tell me in the comments what your guys' least favorite deck is to play in Historic right now in Arena, because I can definitely tell you I probably at least play one of them, but I just something about tribes that drives me insane, and life gain. Emancipation Angel, that's really cool. See, they're all super pretty. I like it, but Don't be a weirdo about these. When it enters the battlefield, return target permanent you control to its owner's hand. Okay, so probably life gain, blink, um, life link, face feathers. Cool. Yeah, I really like how on theme they all are. You know, I mean, you could probably get, you know, two packs that are like holy and holy. I think that's how you would, you know, if you were doing like a best of like a 5 round sealed draft of this, I would say your best bet is to get like either two of the same one, or you know, like you had the cats and holy, where they kind of do like the same thing. Holy cats. That's a cool deck name. I'm running mono white holy cats. Make it a thing. Vehicles. Okay. Another one of my favorites. This one has to be new. Mythic. Lita Mechanical Engineer. Vigilance. At the beginning of your end step, untap each other artifact creature you control. Pay 4 tap. Create a 5/5 colorless vehicle artifact named Zeppelin with flying cost crew or flying in crew 3. They should have the token. At least I believe they should have the token if they're gonna have that. That's pretty cool. Peace Walker Colossus. Oh, it's the anime one. That's pretty sweet. I hope I'm getting this in the camera right. Please, you guys, tell me about my shoddy camera performance if this is not looking good. Another target vehicle you control becomes an artifact creature till end of turn. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I really like the vehicle mechanic. I think that there's so many mechanics now that even someone who's been playing for as long as I have, I kind of be like, what? What's this? What are you talking about? Giant Ox. I loved this card in sealed when I would draft. I believe it was, oh, I'm gonna get this so wrong. It was not Kaladesh, but it was, you specifically pair this with the plow, with the vehicle plow. So that was such a good little 2 card just hitter. You know, for 2 you're getting a 6/6 that can attack on turn 3. That's pretty sweet. Um yeah, I like this so far. So far, so good. If you guys really enjoy these, you know, I watch pack opening videos all the time. I know that it's hard to stay as original as you can, but if you guys enjoy this on the show, please definitely let me know. I would love to make more of these for you guys. Ooh, dragon. Now, I know it's not as expensive as it used to be, but I know that I don't even know why I'm trying to guess it. It could be right behind here. Goldspan Dragon from Kaldheim was a really, ooh, Sarkon the Dragon Speaker. Now this is Khans of Tarkir or Dragons. I don't remember. It's from that set, and I remember this was a really cool Planeswalker. Probably one of the first Planeswalkers I really had. Like I had a Dragon deck. That was probably my first ever Commander deck. Um, cool card. I liked Sarkon a lot. I liked the one that was I think it was like 3 colored. I don't remember. But it was that first ability I always liked. Until the end of turn, Sarkon the Dragon Speaker becomes a legendary 4/4 red dragon creature with flying, indestructible, and haste. Very Gideon-y, you know? That Gideon ability for 0. He becomes a soldier that's indestructible. Sarkon the Dragon Speaker deals 4 damage to target creature. I believe Chandra from Kaladesh has that too. This one though, you get an emblem at the beginning of your end step. Draw 2 additional cards, and at the beginning of your end step, discard your hand. You know, if you're just, you know, the emblem abilities were always super scary. In my personal opinion, I think people take Planeswalkers way too seriously. I think that a lot of people will lose games because they're so busy trying to kill these, but very seldomly have I ever popped off an actual ultimate, I guess you would call it. Um, Oh, that's cool. Sarkon's Whelp. All right, let's really focus on the. There we go. Oh, that looks pretty sweet. I would 10 out of 10 definitely rock that as a playmat. That's pretty sweet. Very Yu-Gi-Oh kind of looking. When Dragon Mage deals combat damage to a player, each player discards their hand, then draws 7 cards. Oh, that's cool. Like a wheel effect on a dragon. Another dragon fodder that was in Goblins. Okay, yeah, it's pretty sweet. I mean, a lot of these you get the gist, and the most exciting part is definitely the rares that you're going to pull. But I think that even there are some good commons and uncommons that they reprinted in here. So I would love to get one of the really cool boosters on camera for you guys. That would be fun to kind of geek out together with. Raid. Let's see this one. Giant Horn Buccaneer. Haste for 3. Whenever you discard a card, Giant Horn Buccaneer deals 1 damage to each opponent. Pay 2, discard a card, draw a card, activate if he's attacking. So. I still think there's a lot of that we need some more Minotaur love. I know that there was that really good one from Zendikar Rising that give you extra tap triggers on the landfall. That one was good, and I think it made Didgeridoo from, God, I don't remember the set from forever ago, really expensive too. Bag of Holding. Whenever you discard a card, exile that card from your graveyard. Pay 2, tap, draw a card, then discard a card. Pay 4, tap, sacrifice Bag of Holding, returning all cards exiled to their hand. My only problem with this is that there's so many cards that do it better. I believe we opened one already that said that you can essentially, whatever you exile goes on the battlefield. I mean, you can't really beat that, you know. But it looks like this is a lot of attacking, super aggro, which I mean, you know how red is. A lot of wheel effects, just draw and discard. You know, I am seeing a lot of doubles in. I am seeing a lot of doubles in these packs already. Like, did we already do the anime one? Hold on, let's see. Oh, that's it right there. Rigging runner. See, I'm gonna keep passing them. I know. Look, hate them or not, I know you guys want to see the anime cards, so I'm trying my best to get them for you. Um, Rigging runner, when it enters the battlefield or enters the battlefield with +1/+1 counter on it if you attack this turn. Yeah, see, that's good. 1 for 1 ones that could be 2/2s is great. Yeah, so even the ones that are kind of meh, I think I believe if you get the booster box, it's $4 a pack at most places. But if you get them individually, it's maybe $5, $5 or $6. I know that the previous ones had like Allosaurus Shepherd in it, and I couldn't even tell you what the Dominaria one or the Brothers War had because I think the Dominaria one had only 5 to choose from, which was kind of embarrassing. Where this one I believe has over like 50. It's crazy. Fiery, we already got this one, but it looks like a different rare. Um, Ogre Battlecaster. When Ogre Battlecaster attacks, you may cast target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard by paying 2 in addition to its other costs. If that spell would be put into the graveyard, exile it instead. When you cast that spell, Ogre Battlecaster gets +X+0 to the end of turn, where X is that spell's mana value. Oh my god. These Yu-Gi-Oh! Amount of text on these cards now is so crazy. Um, Even very seldomly do you even see vanilla creatures anymore, which I guess is a good thing, but man, it's like okay, so we got Thrill of Possibility again, so that's our first double of the anime ones. Um God, it's like yeah, but it's like you look at like the new Omnath. You know, Omnath has had 4 different cards or 4 different versions of it with 1, 2, 3, and 4 colors, and just that most recent one. Oh my god, talk about landfall triggers and talk about the amount of subtext on cards. It's crazy. Detective. Let's see, what's this one? Oh, there we go. Tamio the Moon Sage, one of my favorite planeswalkers. Definitely the art style. I wish this one was the anime art, but I mean, maybe she kind of looks like that already. Super cool. This is kind of a blast from the past. I remember when she was like $30. So it is super nice to see some reprints, definitely. +1 ability tap, target permanent. It does not untap during its controller's next untap step. Draw a card for each creature your player, or draw a card for each tapped creature target player controls. This one was the one I always liked. Again, very seldomly did it happen. You get an emblem with you have no maximum hand size, and whenever a card is put into your graveyard from anywhere, you may return it to your hand. What an amazing um, ultimate ability. Just again, good luck getting it. Oh, hey, look at that. Tamio's Journal. Perfect. At the beginning of your upkeep, investigate, sacrifice 3 clues, search your library for a card. Cool. So like a little tutor ability. Oh, adorable. I mean, come on. Very adorable. Love it. Magnifying glass. Don't know if that's a reprint or not, but cool art nonetheless. The knights were cool from oh god, why am I drawing a blank? Is it Throne of Eldraine? I loved the knights. I really loved the knights. It kind of reminded me of like the old samurais and stuff like what was the horsemanship from all the way back when. Super cool. Love that aesthetic of Magic. To make, I will okay. You know, I've been talking a lot of smack about tribals, but there are some that are pretty cool, especially knights. I always wanted like a 5-color knight commander. Very, I don't know. The nerd in me is very. Oh, I got so Dark Souls. Let's see. Oh, elves. Are we gonna get a good elf in here? I don't think you get Allosaurus Shepherd in here. Um, Oh, for a second, I was like, that's not an elf, but yes, it is. Wildborn Preserver. Nah, okay, whatever. So far, we haven't had any real good hitters in this box, but you know what? This is why we always say you buy singles. I do this for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Elvish Rejuvenator. Okay, so there's our. That's a reprint, but again, cool art. I'm probably gonna say cool art on all of them. I like the fantasy. I like the fantasy art of it all. Don't get me wrong, but it is cool to see some new stuff like those War of the Spark Japanese boosters when they had you know, the anime artists come in. I mean, you look at, I believe that Liliana, like a foil Liliana from that set, and the anime version is still almost like $1,000. Experimental. Ignite the future. This is probably like very chaotic deck, I can promise you. Exile the top 3 cards of your library. Until the end of turn, you may play those cards. If this spell was cast from your graveyard, you may play cards this way without playing their mana cost. Oh, okay. That's pretty cool. Mizzix. I believe this was an old commander, actually, from an old commander set. Whenever you cast this spell from anywhere other than your hand, you may pay 1 in a hybrid blue-red. If you do copy that spell, you may choose new targets for the copy. So this is very spell slingery. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like that. I've always liked, it's always been kind of one of my favorite color combinations, but Dimir has always been my absolute favorite. Very cool Thermo Alchemist. I really like that a lot. I noticed that we pulled one without this art style, but that's pretty sweet. I played this a lot in Pauper when I was doing Pauper Burn, like like everyone else in Pauper. Super cool. Yeah, and I believe so. I don't think any of these are different. I believe like the Thriving Bluffs, depending on the color, are all the same art. You just get to pick obviously the second color that you do. I wonder how much more do we have? We have 9 more packs. Let's go ahead and just get these out. So tell me what you guys think so far. If this is something that you guys would like to see, maybe I don't know, once a week, every now and again, I could try my dangest, dangest, to get that out for you guys. But yeah, I mean, if this is something you guys like, I'm having a blast doing this. I would love to see more stuff like this. Initiative, almost got excited. I know specifically the Ristic study is in go to school or back to school. But let's see. Solemn Simulacrum, yeah. See, total dud on this one. Was not a fan. Oh, there you go. Whirler Rogue. When it enters the battlefield, create 2 1/1 colorless Thopter artifact creature tokens with flying. Tap 2 untapped artifacts you control. Target creature can't be blocked this turn. That's cool. Cool little. Oh, that's a new one. Mishra's Factory. Is it? Or is that the new one? I knew they did a new Mishra's something for Brothers War or whatever it's called. Yeah, this one I wasn't so stoked on. Now, I do understand that, you know, I know I've been talking a lot about how it's all about just the playability and stuff like that. I am the first one to always say that you should always, and forever buy singles, 100%. Now, this is a fun experience to do for you guys on YouTube. Maybe I'll do some on Twitch every now and again. I don't stream that much right now recently, but feel free to follow me at Pudgy the Mage on Twitch, and if this is something that maybe you guys would like to see on stream as well, we could do that too. So Ferocious, Prowling Serpopard. Oh my god, I butchered that. I apologize for the way that I pronounce some of these cards. This spell can't be countered. Creature spells you control can't be countered. I had this in my Renin is it Renin Siri? It was the cat dog deck from, or the promo card from M20. I had this one in there. That's a really good ability. Challenger Troll, Hammer of Ruin, Roar of Challenge, Colossal Majesty. Cool, like that. That's pretty sweet looking. At the beginning of your upkeep, if you control a creature with power 4 or greater, draw a card. There was one that was it definitely wasn't called Big Butts, but it was all about like toughness from the first one, and there was a really good card in there that I always wanted that was all based around creatures with Defender. If you know what I'm talking about, put it in the comments. But I always really wanted that. It was like her. It was a giant. It was a lady giant, and it was like her, Bruvac, and then you had like the tribal ones like Muxus. There was so many cool ones. I would love to see if we can get one for you guys. You know, how great would it be the first pack opening? We get a nice one. Treasure. Oh, this one could have Goldspan. Oh, Professional Facebreaker. Menace. Whenever one or more creatures you control deals combat damage to a player, create a treasure token. Okie dokie. No, that sucks. There's no Goldspan. That's unfortunate. Ooh, Rapacious Dragon. Enters the battlefield, create 2 treasure tokens. Very cool. I do like the treasure mechanic. I thought that was always a super awesome ability. I play Rakdos mid range and in historic, so there's that vampire that, or not, no, there's oh my god, it's the saga that makes the goblin that makes treasure tokens. Love that one, always good. Oh, don't want to. I'm really trying not to throw these away because I'm really considering keeping these all the same, and maybe I'll get a second box, and it'd be fun to just get some friends together and I guess you want to call it draft. It's not really so much drafting in this set. You just get 2 packs. You get what you get. Merfolk. Okay. Oh, there she is. Okay, Svelun. I can never pronounce that either. The Sea of Sea and Sky. She was one of the ones I was kind of excited for when the Modern Horizons 2 came out. Definitely a really good pickup for Modern Merfolk. That was always a deck that I liked a lot. I just never played. Whenever or she has indestructible as long as you control at least 2 other Merfolk, which is easy enough. When a Merfolk attacks, draws a card, and other Merfolks you have control of Ward Run. Blah blah blah. Ward 1. The wording on some of these really. Oh, that's awesome. Marrow Reedry. Other Merfolks you get or you control get +1/+1. Whenever you cast a Merfolk spell, you may tap or untap target permanent. Very frustrating, very controlling. I love it. That's how I like to play. Blue's my favorite color. So I love how much smack I talk about a lot of these. But I play the most frustrating color of all time. My favorite way to play Magic is to make sure no one else has fun playing Magic. I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate to that. No, not everyone can be a super Giga Chad green goes big player. Some of us like to just be lame control players. So sorry, not sorry. Demons. Let's see. Demon of Catastrophes. As an additional cost to cast this spell, sacrifice a creature, flying, and trample. Pretty cool artwork. I like that. Oh, Saizon. I know that this is a pretty big. This one is one that people are really looking for right now because it's only been printed one time in the old Kamigawa block. Oh, I don't know. Maybe I'll put the prices up. Maybe I'll put the prices up when while I'm editing the video. I'm not sure, but I know that this one was one that people were looking for. This reminds me of my old my buddy Andy. It's his favorite block, and he made a commander around this one. That's pretty cool. Conductor of Cacophony, Disciple of Perdition. God, these names. Demon Disciple, Dreadhound. Where's there we go. Diabolic Edict. Oh, that's cool. Target player sacrifices a creature. It's pretty cool looking. Very doom and gloom here. Doomed Dissenter. Reminds me of, I think there was like a Doomed Soldier one too, where it creates a spirit instead of a zombie. Pretty cool. Thriving More. I would have loved to open up the original Jumpstart packs, which I believe you could still get for pretty not expensive. I believe these are actually the same price. I believe these two. So maybe again, if you guys are liking this and you want to see more, maybe I'll try to look for a um, a booster box of the original Jumpstart. Kind of go from there. Another treasure. Give me Goldspan. Hey, called it. Goldspan Dragon. Not as expensive as he used to be, but hey, you know what? It's a good card nonetheless. For 5, you get a 4/4 flying haste. Whenever Goldspan Dragon attacks or becomes the target of a spell, create a treasure token. Amazing. Treasures you control have sacrifice. Add 2. So very good for that ramp. I can imagine this being in maybe like some green, green red, just go wide kind of strategy. Another Rapacious Dragon. There's our anime one. Let's see if there's anything different. Blaze looks pretty sweet. Anything else in here? No, not so much. Yeah, a lot of the hype is just really the rares, which again is fine. I know not everyone in there's getting excited for all the commons. We got 3 packs left. Let's go ahead and try to manifest one of those super rare ones that some people have been opening. Fangs. Let's see. Vito, Thorn of the Dusk Rose, Mr. Infinite with that one enchantment. Pretty cool. M20, love it. Oathsworn Vampire, awesome art. Can't hate on that. Would have liked to see a Sorin instead. Not gonna lie. Maybe the one from the, I believe it's Zendikar, the one that makes anyone's life total 10. Yeah, that's a big kick in the face. I've definitely been on the receiving end of that, and it is not fun. I can tell you that much. We're rounding up the video here with we got two more packs left. So let's see what we got here. Insects. There is a new insect. Let's see if we get that one. Hey, look at that. At least I'm calling the ones that are, the so-so ones, Zask, Skittering Swarm. You may play lands and insect spells from your graveyard. That's pretty cool. Whenever another insect you control dies, put it on the bottom of its owner's library, then mill 2 cards. Also pretty cool. Insect creatures or target insect gets +1/+0 and gains death touch till the end of turn. I cannot name a single person who's ever made a deck around insects, but hey, I guess here's your opportunity. If anything, this first ability is probably one of the better abilities just to have. So if you have, like a Gitrog deck or something like that, something where land matters, you could probably just keep this in the 99 and probably just utilize that really well. But I don't really know a lot about, like, okay, the cost of Caterpillar. I knew that one because that's definitely different artwork on that one. Really cool again. Yeah, all the anime ones have definitely knocked it out of the park for me. I can't really think of any that definitely just looked bad. And again, if you don't like it, just don't look at it. All right, everybody, we're on our last pack. Come on, boys. Come on, my friends. Let's see. Big deal here. All right, let's see. All right, let's see. 3, 2, 1. Boneyard. Okay, let's see what we're gonna get here. Shadowborn Demon. Oh my god, this is like from M12, M13. I don't even remember. When it enters the battlefield, destroy target non-demon creature. At the beginning of your upkeep, if there are fewer than 6 creatures in your graveyard, sacrifice a creature. Okay. Graveblade Marauder. Death Touch. Whenever this guy deals combat damage to a player, that player loses life equal to the number of cards in your graveyard. Okay, so just very graveyard heavy. Oh, look at that. the waifu Stitcher supplier. Oh, okay. Very cool. Went from terrifying artwork to adorable artwork. I like it a lot. That's really cool. We didn't really get a lot of heat in this set, but you know what? I gotta say, this probably made it worth it. That's pretty cool. I didn't know that there was a Stitcher supplier one. The rest is the rest. So. Graveyard, not my favorite strategy, but I'm sure there's some weirdo out there that likes to put half their library into their graveyard until it gets Bajuka bogged or something like that. All right, well, there we go. I hope you guys enjoyed that. That was super fun for me, at least. Let me know if you would like to see more of this stuff. I would gladly love to get into the booster box opening game. But I want to thank you guys so much for watching. It's been awesome. I hope you guys had as much fun as I did making this video. And please feel free to like, subscribe. Every Friday, we have a new episode of the podcast. If you haven't checked that out, please do so. And we will see you guys soon. I love you guys all. Take care.